Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Abdullah Al-Blushi. The pleasure is mine to welcome you all to this event. I hope you will learn something new and exciting. And now, I would like to introduce Engineer Tasneem Yousif. Engineer Tasneem Yousif is currently working as a senior system administrator at the Benefit Company in Bahrain. Additionally, she is a part-time lecturer at the University of Technology, Bahrain. She has 5 years work experience in software and hardware engineering. In 2019, she graduated from University of Nottingham with the second highest grade. Additionally, she has been nominated to serve as the student representative during her master's degree. During her undergraduate studies in Bahrain, she achieved excellence and second honors GPA and best senior project. Besides that, she is holding a patent for an invention project which is RoboDeem. She won several awards both locally and internationally, including the GIEEX Student Lab. She has also been nominated to serve as Vice Chair of the Organizing Committee for the first IEEE GCC Congress in 2017. She was the chair and founder of IEEE Bahrain Young Professionals Affinity Group from 2017 to 2019. Currently, she is a volunteer with the IEEE Bahrain section for almost 5 years. She is an active IEEE member. Finally, she works as a volunteer IT teacher at the Salman Culture Center. Now, I would like to ask Engineer Tasneem to begin her presentation. Please go ahead, Engineer Tasneem.
Hi everyone, can you hear me well now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm going to show. First of all, I would like to thank you for a great introduction. Then we will begin our day.
Excuse me, Engineer Tasneem, can you please raise your voice?
Okay. Can you hear me now? Because I'm using phone. Can you hear me well now? Is it better?
It's a little bit low for me. If you can maybe come closer to the mic.
Okay. Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Yes, okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we see.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Today I'm going to give a workshop about R programming. So, before introducing what is R programming, I just want you to engage with me during this workshop so it will be more interactive. So, who can tell me why we want intelligent machine? Why we need it, or what is the benefit of using intelligent machines? If you can write in the chat or you like wave your hand. Someone know the answer?
To easy our work.
Yes, thank you. Yes, your answer is correct. I need another answer, please, if someone know.
To make things more efficient and quick?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So we need intelligent machine for two main reasons. The first reason is it will give a less time programming. So, for example, if you can see in the first row, you will get satellite data. So these data, these images are coming from satellite. If you see from the second row, it's predicting the data from the original satellite images. Okay. For the third row, you will get a ground truth data, and this term, which is ground truth, it means it's the real images from a human. Usually, you'll find this term, which is the ground truth, in a various fields to refer to the information that is known as a true or real, and it's provided by direct observation and measurements. So of course, by this example, you will notice there will be, of course, eventually less programming, because already you are predicting the data, so no need to do the code from scratch. Okay, what about the second main benefit? You will get a more customized product. So as all of us using a social media, so the best example is Instagram. So Instagram, if you notice, every day, or let's say like every week, you will find a new customizing for featuring inside the Instagram, and sometimes they fix a bug, or they create a new feature inside this application. So all of these done by using intelligent machine. Okay, so artificial intelligence, as I said, has a lot of benefits. So first of all, you can process a large amount of data. Secondly, you can recognize a hidden pattern inside these data. And thirdly, you can perform human tasks like simulation human intelligence, and also you will learn from this experience. And finally, you will adjust to unseen data and input. Okay, so who can tell me what is data science? I'm sure you heard about this like recently, data science and data scientist. So who can tell me what do you know about data science? Or if you can give me like a definition about data science.
Is data maybe we could say that is gathering data and using scientific methods and process to see what is possible to do with the data.
Yes, thank you so much. Actually, your answer is very close and a very elaborate answer. Okay, who else want to participate or know information about data science? Anyone else?
People who would like to, for example, create apps that are personalized, as you've mentioned in the beginning, like Instagram, Facebook, they would like to collect data from people to make better algorithms that can predict what the user wants to see on their page.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Amna. Yes, your answer is again very close. So, data science is the domain to study that deals with vast volumes of data using modern tools and techniques to find unseen patterns, drive meaningful information, and make business decisions. And also, data science use complex machine learning algorithm to build predictive model. So you will hear about predictive or predicting this term a lot, inshallah, during our workshop, which you are predict, like in Arabic, you تتنبأ. So make sure to understand this kind of term. Okay. So, so data science roadmap has some stages, okay? During our workshop, we will focus about the first and the second stage, okay? So let me use the pen. Yeah, so we will focus about this term and this term. So the first stage is the coding and pre-requesting. So of course, coding, it's like programming, which we can use in data science, Python, R programming, MATLAB, a lot of new programming language, new even programming language has been introduced for data science. The second stage is preparation for the data, because of course as you know, we will get a raw data. This kind of raw data you cannot understand or you cannot read. So you have to prepare these raw data in order to get to get to the final stage, which is the modeling. Okay, about the third stage, it's about visualization and data dashboard. Visualization mean like you are trying to make the data is more friendly and more attractive for the readers or for the users. And for visualization, you can use multiple software like Power BI. And also Excel. Excel is a very basic, but it can be one of the easiest software for visualization for the data, and also Power BI, and lots of software for the dashboard for the data. And the fourth stage is the data warehouse, where you are trying to deploy your model, and this is kind of data engineering. Okay, so you are doing some data architect and data engineering for this stage, and you can use cloud services like AWS. I'm sure all of you hear about AWS and the cloud computing services. The fifth stage is the experimentation. From the name, you are trying to test and experiment the data in order to get the final modeling. Okay, so these stages are correlated together because you cannot model unless you do testing and experimentation for your data. Okay. So, yeah, for who can tell me what is the data analysis and what is the difference between data science and data analysis? Is it part of data science or is it completely different?
I think maybe data analytics is part of data science or a branch.
Yes, exactly correct, Ali. You are right, exactly. Yes, but can you tell me what is the difference? Like, why it's different term? Like, why they say data analysis, data science? What is the difference? Okay, actually, data analysis is part of data science. So data science is the umbrella. So the data science is the main umbrella. Okay, and under the data science, okay, you are doing data analysis. Okay, so data analysis is part of data science, and data science is the main top of the umbrella, and data analysis is one of the parts of the data science. Okay, so what is data science? Data science, what is data analysis? Data analysis is defined as a process of cleaning, transforming, and modeling the data to discover useful information to business decision making. And the purpose of data analysis is to extract useful information from the data and taking the decisions based upon these data analysis. So as you can see from this picture, this is actually made by Excel, so nothing hard to do this report. Okay, and as I mentioned, there is a new software. Okay, it's called Power BI, and this Power BI is more advanced than Excel, and many companies are trying to use this software because it's a very advanced and very important for business intelligence. So as you can see, this report is a very user friendly and very attractive. From, like, for example, this graph is you cannot get this graph unless you get a raw data, and this raw data is unreadable, and you cannot, it's not easy to read this data. That's why you have to make a data analysis in order to make the data is more attractive and more readable for users, and for the readers use this report. What about machine learning? Who know about, who can tell me what is machine learning?
We could say machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence.
Yes, exactly. Yes, correct.
It
It
is
uses
like
data. Oh, sorry, Ali.
Yes.
Go on.
no. Go on, go on. You are going to say what I was going to say also.
Thank you. It uses data to make inferences or predictions.
Yes,
And there
thank
are
you.
multiple types of machine learning.
Yes, you say the main term, which is you are predicting the outcome. So machine learning is a type of artificial intelligence, same like Ali said, that allows software application to become more accurate. So remember, for machine learning and artificial intelligence, the main term we need is the efficiency and the accuracy. Okay, otherwise why we go for a complex algorithm or a complex technique? Because some application need a very accurate and very efficiency output. So we need accurate of predicting the outcome without being explicitly programmed to do so. So no need to do the programming from scratch. That's why you are predicting the outcome, so you make the life is more easier and more quick. Okay, let's see this example. If we have this girl, okay, and we have this code. So if the speed is less than 4, we will assume the status is walking. She's awaking. She's a walking. Okay. What about if we have else if? Okay, so we have if speed is less than 4, the status is walking. Sorry. Else the status will be running. So if the speed is more than 4, we will assume she's running. Okay. What if the speed again less than 4? Okay, and the status will be, as we said, walking. Okay. Else if the speed less than 12, okay, the status will be running. Otherwise, okay, she will be biking. Okay. What if she do another sport like golfing? Can you predict what will be the like the outcome without if we don't have like machine learning or a computer machine? No. So the machine learning is, with the machine learning we can predict what she's doing. Okay, like for example, if she's golfing or she do any other sport, we can do this through machine learning. So let's see the traditional programming, the old programming algorithm. You give the traditional programming the rules and the data input, and then you get the answers or the output. But in machine learning, it's the opposite. You give the answers, okay, which is the outputs and the data input, and then you get the rules. That's why you are predicting. So no need, if you get the rules, that's it. Whenever you give the machine learning, you can get easily the output. Okay, let's see this again, the previous example. So if we have label mean the rule, okay, the rule here will be walking, okay, and as you can see how we get this rule or the label from the machine or the computer machine, okay, from this binary number we can predict she's walking. Okay, for the second example, if we have this binary number, we will predict that she's running. If we have this predict binary number, she's doing biking. And at the end, for the last label, she will, if we know this binary number, so we're predicting that she's golfing. Okay. So the machine learning algorithm or paradigm, okay, the first one is you have to make a guess. So you are guessing, okay, and then you measure your accuracy, and then at the end optimize your guess. Remember, optimizing is a very important term in machine learning because we need the fast or the fast speed. Okay, optimize mean like you make the work more quick and more fast. So these are the 3 steps for any machine learning algorithm. Then you repeat. So make a guess and then measure your accuracy, and then at the end you have to optimize your guessing. So as we said, you have the machine learning, so you will give labels and then data, and then at the end you give the rules. So once you have done this algorithm, So you come up with the model, the final model, which has the main inputs and the interference. Okay, these two, this is the input and this is the final output for the model. There is in our during our workshop, inshallah, we at the end we will do a model, and this model is called linear regression. What is linear regression? Suppose that in the y-axis we have house price, and in axis you have house size, and you have these points. Okay, and of course, you know, this point, if you get the slope like in math, it's a correlation between house price and the house size. Like this one will be, let's assume this is like 5 and this is maybe it's like 6. Okay, each point has a house size and house price. When you try to make a linear from the name linear, so it will be one line between these points. Okay, it means that you are making a model, and the model type is linear regression. Why it's called linear? Because you are making one line. There is another different type, but we will not study this today. Okay, so we will focus about linear regression. And by the way, why we are taking this middle between the point? Because of course we between each point there is an error. Okay, like if you do this, like the error between points, it will give you the final linear output. Okay, so yeah, and if you try to get the equation for this line, okay, it's like a normal mass. If you get the slope, it will be y is equal to x, the x-axis, and this W is like the factor of the x, and the B is the coefficient. Okay. Okay. As I mentioned, in machine learning, there is two type. Okay, and we will focus on regression, and the other type is called classification. Classification is a type again of supervised machine learning. Okay, and classification is usually the difference between regression and classification. In classification, usually to predict continuous values such as price, salary, age, and extra. For classification, you are trying to predict discrete value such as male or female, true or false. So see, in classification you are predict between discrete. That's why you'll find here a green point and a blue point. So it's a discrete, like this is, let's say, female, okay, and this is male. But in regression, it's a continuous value. So it can be like sales, the number of sales, the number of price, ages. So you have a continuous value. This is the main difference between regression and classification. Okay. For machine learning frameworks, there is a lot of frameworks. The most famous one is TensorFlow, and you'll find this in internet a lot, and also Amazon Machine Learning. The others also are frameworks of machine learning. These are the top 11 machine learning frameworks. Okay, and these are also other machine learning frameworks. Who can tell me what's the difference, or when to use, let's say not the difference, I mean when you can use R and when you can use Python? Who can tell me?
There are a lot of applications for Python, but R is most specifically for data science and data analysis.
Yes, excellent, Amna. Your answer is perfectly true. Yes, you say yes. Actually, R is more to data science and data statistical. So you usually see programmers or data scientists use R when they are trying to visualize to make visualization for the data and to make some statistics for the data. For Python, They usually use it for complex application like robotics, health, intelligent health applications. Like usually Python, it's come with the front and back end. R is usually like back end, and as I said, it's dealing with data usually. Okay, Python also you can use images, videos. R, it will be complicated if you want to make analysis for like computer vision application. Okay. So this is just for your information, because I know all of you are maybe some of you electronics or hardware engineer. So for machine learning, like if you try to implement the machine learning algorithm, there is main three hardware devices. Not main three, actually I forget to put FPGA. FPGA is one of the also famous hardware device. Okay, but usually when it comes to implementation for machine learning, they prefer GPU also. Okay, GPU is one of the most using a hardware device to implement machine learning. Also CPU. When if you make a research or read some articles or papers, you'll find these two are more like top of the hardware devices. But I just want to refresh your mind. CPU, of course, you know, it's like the central processing unit, and GPU is the graphical processing unit, and the last one is TPU is the tensor processing unit, and this is the name of the Google architecture for machine learning. And of course, you know, FPGA is the field programmable logic gate. Okay, these are the four main hardware devices if you are trying to implement machine learning. And by the way, some can tell me what is the difference or when I can use this and this. I cannot give you like idle answer. Why? Because it depends on your application. For example, if your application is need accuracy and need also lowest cost, so you can go for, I think, CPU, because CPU may be the most cheapest one. But if your application is caring about accuracy, like more accuracy, and you don't care about the cost, like application for military or for robotics, so you can go for GPU or FPGA. So it depends on your application. Okay. Application of data science. Okay, as I said, it's used for fraud and risk detection of the data. Okay, like cyber security and so on. Healthcare, like intelligent health application. Internet search, like Googling, even like a social application like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Target advertisement, website recommendation, advanced image recognition, speech recognition, airline route planning, and many other applications. I just list some of them. Okay, let's start our practical workshop. Okay, now please focus with me. We will do like a brief introduction about how to. By the way, I will share this link. If you want, you can practice with. But I prefer to focus with me and then break you. Actually, I'm more familiar with this. Where is the chat? Share a link.
If you'd like, you can send it to me and I'll send it to them in the WhatsApp group or in the chat here.
Okay. Have you displayed the public chat?
I'll send it to them.
Yes, actually, this link, okay, it's public. No need registration as long as you have a Gmail. And this This platform called Clolab. Clolab. Okay, so Clolab is public platform where you can do your code. Okay, so now let's start. Can all of you access the link now? If you face any issue, you can let me know. So as you can see from my you can see it's you can rename, like for example, let's rename as and by the way, you can share this link later, like if you done all your code, you can share it with your friend or your manager and so on. Just make sure there is something here. If you go to edit, okay, once you open the link, go to notebook setting, okay, and make sure it's R, because by the way, there is two types, Python and R. And here you'll find hardware accelerator, where you, for example, if you done your algorithm and you want to upload to your GPU and or TPU. So make sure we are working in R. Okay. So let's start now. What if you want to print hello world? By the way, R programming is very simple, than like C++. Okay, you will notice now. So if you want to execute this sentence or this syntax, what you can do, instead of click on this, okay, you can do this, or see it print hello world. Instead, you can make
Sorry,
shift enter.
Engineer Tasneem, but the link requires access. Is there a way for you to send
I
it?
share I share the link so everyone can make a new notebook and follow.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Can you please send it in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I sent it already.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So yes. So now you can see we print hello world. Okay, very easy without, like in C++. Remember, you have to make like C out or print or whatever, but it's very simple. Okay, let's do this. Like if we want to add 5 plus 5. Remember, if you want to execute, it's a shift enter. Okay, shift enter. Okay, let's make this again. Hello. And if you want to make a new line, just press enter. Normally press enter. It will be 5 plus 5. Okay, I just want to print hello world and make addition. Okay, so as you can see, it recognized this is add. Okay, 5 plus 5, it's equal to 10. Okay, what if we want to plot? Remember, plotting is a very important in R because we are trying to make analysis for the data. If we want to plot from 1 to 10, what you will do, you will make a plot, okay, 1 to 10. It's like a little bit has similarity between C and MATLAB, a little bit, not 100%. Okay, so as you can see, it plotting from 1 to 10. Each like this is like 0 0. Okay, sorry, this is 1 1 2 2. Okay, till 10. Okay, what if I want to make like a comment? Okay, so how can you make a comment in R? Hash, okay, and then you write, like for example, data. So if, let's say, if we make a difference between, see, it doesn't print the first line. Why? Because this is just a comment. Okay. Now let's go a little bit, okay, to see how to give a like for example, how to make a variable. So let's make like name. Okay, I will give it like a value. Let's say okay, okay, and okay, Okay, that's nothing, nothing to print. Okay, if I want now to like text one, to give a value, remember you have to make this, okay, like greater than, and then this dash. Okay, text two. How now to like if I want to print my name is Muhammad, how to do it? Okay, in R you make paste. Okay, sorry, text one, text two. Sorry, I it's not without E. Oh, sorry. I think it's with E. Yes, it's with E. But remember, for R, it's a case sensitive. So, for example, if you write B capital, it will not accept. And by the way, even if let's try something. If you make text as a capital, okay, it will give you error. So make sure you are accurate for all letters because it's a case sensitive. That's why it gave me an error before. Okay, what if let's take this example. My num, okay, it's my num, okay, is equal to 1, okay, and another number, this is, let's call it 1, and this is call it 2, okay, equal to 2, okay. How to add my num1 plus my num2? How to do this in R? Very simple. You will make my num1 plus my num2, okay, and then shift enter. See, it add 1 plus 2. What if I want to do multiplication? Is it possible? Yes, of course possible. All mathematics, that's why you can do complex mathematical model with R. Okay, multiplication and also division. Okay, division. What else? Subtract. Everything is doable in R. Okay. What if I, this example, another example. Yeah, for variable, what is legal and illegal? Okay, for legal first, okay. You can do underscore inside the like two, like my, and then underscore name, okay, Tasneem, okay. Okay. If I will do this like capital, yes, of course, it will accept again. It's legal. What if I will do dot? Start with dot. Yes, it will accept. My name, okay. Okay. Let's try. Yes, everything is correct. Let's see the illegal. Like you cannot name. These are the variable, okay. These are legal. You can start with the small, you can start with the capital, you can start with the. What about the illegal? Okay, like it will give you an error, or it will not be acceptable. And it's similar, by the way, in C. Okay, so if you start with number, no, it is incorrect. See, even it give you a green, like it's not acceptable or in the beginning. Okay. What if you another something also illegal? Okay. If you want to start okay with a small like small letter, but if you instead of underscore you will put dash, it's illegal. It will give you an error. What if you put space, my name? It's illegal. You cannot make any space in variable in R. Okay. What if you add a lot? Actually, I will just mention the main, like name again illegal. At the final one, okay. And by the way, even at like you cannot put at between. For example, if you name like no. Final one is true. Why true? Remember, for true is like Boolean expression. So if you give a variable true name, it's incorrect, of course. So all these are illegal variable. Okay. So if you try to make errors, of course, all these are incorrect. Okay. The good thing about R is if you try to give this a name. If you want to remember in C or in Python, you have to define. For example, you have to like make a string. My name is this, equal to Tasneem. In R, no, it's like it's recognize directly what you are giving. Like for example, is it number? If it's character? If it's string? If it's boolean? So let's try. If you make how you can know what if it's really recognize the variable. You put class, okay, my name. You see, character. What if I will put number? Okay. So again, class numeric. Okay. The last one is we have true. Let's say x. Okay. Remember, true. You have to put it as all is capital. Okay. Otherwise, it will give you an error. So class x logical, or yeah. So it's called in R logical, or you can call it as a Boolean expression. There is another one also, a complex. So let's try. Let's call it y. If I will give a complex number, let's 9i, okay, plus 3. So if what it will be? Complex. So you have a 3 main type, which is character, numeric, logical, complex. Okay. Yeah. So now if I yeah, and also there is another type also. Let me also define it. Okay. Equal to, I will make num1 1L. What is 1L? You'll find this in R, okay? 1L, okay, it's mean integer, and integer, this 1L, let me make you for integer. Character, not like in C, character and this L mean it accept like character, and one is of course numeric. So let's try to put class num, okay, it will be of course numeric, but if I will make class num1, it will be integer. So remember, for numeric it will be only numbers, but for integers it can be both, which is a character and numbers. Okay, if I want to make the max, remember the max function in C. Okay, so here it's even more very easy. 10, okay, and then 15. So what will be the max? Of course it will be 15. What about the minimum? Okay, let's put same 5. 5. Okay, square root. It's a symbol also. Sorry, so you have to put T. If you make any mistake, it's okay, because once you write SQR, it will give you the name of. So no need to remember this function. Okay, and also like Google, also you can search if you make it. Okay, absolute. You know absolute. Okay, if you put -4, okay, it will give you, of course, 4. What about ceiling? Do you know this function? Who know this ceiling? You
It
dealing
rounds
with
up numbers.
round up, right? Yes. Yes, you are right. Let's try. You see it's rounding up like in Excel. Okay, floor or the opposite. It round down to be 1. Okay. Yes. For like sentence. Remember, if you put double quotation, it will accept. If you put one quotation again, it will accept. So both can accept. But if you see both correct, so you can do any type of quotation you want. But if you make like by mistake like one quotation, so these are the basics of R. Okay, we will go deep like if statement. Okay, before understanding, because if a statement is very important in any programming language, and for loop also. Remember this, like if I will put A equal, okay, it will accept. Sorry, you have to. A second.
We declare them first, like A is equal to something and B is equal to something.
I think it's supposed to. Like you mean like to put? It's okay. It's supposed. Okay, and B equal to 5. Okay, now let's try if we want to make like A equal to B. Of course. Yeah, you are right. Yes, but I remember it's supposed to. Okay, so of course remember in R you have to put two equal. If you try to put no, so I want to compare A between B. So if you make one equal, it's not correct. You have to put double equal. Okay. If you make why? Because sorry, because I have to run this. Yes. Okay. So what if I will make B greater than A greater than B? Okay. It's of course false. Okay. A less than B. It's true. Okay. And remember also A is equal like greater than B, or A is, all of these are acceptable in R. Okay. Remember also if you want to make A and B, how to do this in R? You will put A and then okay, B. What if you want to do A or B? How to do this? And you have to put symbol, okay, B. Okay. Now let's try if statement. So let's assume A is equal to 100 and B is equal to 200. How to do it? A greater than B, okay, and then bracket. It will directly close for you the bracket, and then you can put inside the statement you want. Brand. Have also to, you have an R function called brand, okay. Brand A is bigger okay. So it will not print for you because of course A is less than. Let's put is smaller. What if you want to put print A is, like I want to put A is and put for me the number. How to do this? To do this in R, you cannot do this. You cannot put A is and then you put for me A. It will give you an error. How to do this? See, it will give you an error. How to do this? Remember the function. This paste, like you can concatenate, like you are trying to combine a sentence with a variable or a value. So how to do this? Paste. Okay. Let's say A is, and then I put for you. See, A is 100. So remember, this function is to combine a sentence and then to put the value. Okay, let's try nested if. Okay, if greater than B. Okay, print A is bigger. Else. Okay, how to do else? You just write else. Okay, remember that you have to open the bracket. Else if, I want else if, like nested if. Else if, okay, A greater than B. Okay, print A is, I did this to be sure. A is smaller. Let's try now. I think from print. Bracket, I think.
Maybe you forgot the bracket.
Maybe just try
think
just
it's,
else without an F, maybe.
you both are working. I think 1 second. Let me try first. I think because this is already should be. Sometimes a bracket are okay, but you have to put like you have to change the position. This is the only annoying thing in. I think one. This is one bracket here. I didn't close. Yeah, here. Will work. Let's try now. Yes. It was it was just a bracket. But remember, if you face this, you like, for example, you have to change the position of the bracket. But everything now is correct, so both can work. If you put else, even it will work. But I just want to show you can do if, else if. Why? Because my purpose is to show you another example now. Okay. Else if, okay, what if I put the final case, which is else? Okay, else bracket. Okay, print both are equal. Okay, let's see the bracket also again, so we will not face an issue. Print or I will put it here. Both are okay. Now, yes, we have only one. Yes. So this is like nested if. I think it's the same easy. It's very easy, same like C or C++. So we have if statement here. Okay, the first case if A is greater than B. The second case if A is less than B, and the final one you are comparing if like this one is not succeed and this one is not succeed. So eventually both will be equal. Okay, so what if we if you want like same, but we will put another if. Let me show you another example. Like if A is greater than B, okay, and another if, okay, if again A is greater than 100. Can this will be work? Yes, it can. A bracket, you have to close the bracket here. See, why it doesn't give you? Because I have to increase the A and B. I give it like, let's say A is 300. So let's try this one. So A is bigger. Okay, so you are testing two if statement in the beginning and then same cases. Okay, what if I want to same this one? Or no, this one I want to show you or and. So A is greater than B and A is okay. So it will okay if I want to or and so on. Okay, for loops. Okay, loops. How you do loops in R? So let's assume I is equal to 1. Okay, while I is less than 6. Okay, print B. Okay, yes, and remember you have to increase or to increment the counter. So how to do this? I is plus 1. See, if you try to do like in C++ this one, let me refresh your mind. It won't work. So in R, this double plus, it will not accept. You have to do this. This is the basic loop in while. What if you want to use for like the for statement? Okay, 1 second. So for okay x n 1 to 10. Now I want to make a counter from 1 to 10. How to do this? You have to put for x n 1 to 10. Okay, and then you print x. You see, you get a counter from 1 to 10. Okay, let's have a list like for a string. So let's assume we have a fruits. Okay, and we have a list. Remember, it's like array. Okay, but in R we call it as a list. Okay, apple. Let's assume we have banana. Okay, for example, and then I have to make a for loop to print for me this list. So how to do this? X n fruits. Okay, because I have this. Remember, you have to make it same. If I put F as a capital, it will give you an error. Why? Because R is a case sensitive. So print. So it will print for you in order apple, banana, and cherry. Okay. See, if you do this in R, it will accept also. It will give you an order. Accept like it give you an array. Okay. If I want to do a nested for loop, like for loop inside for loop, how to do this? For x and fruit. Okay, and then bracket. Again for x and fruits, okay, print x. So to repeat them, why? Because I have this for x, and then it will go for the second for loop. For me, apple, cherry, apple, banana, cherry, and then it will repeat. So it will repeat the list twice. Okay, what about functions? How to do functions in R? So by the way, these are the basics, and then we will do a regression model. But I have to explain this because already maybe some of you don't know anything about R. That's why I have to go like from scratch. Okay, so let's assume that we have this. Okay, my function, how to do in R? You as simple as it is. Okay, function, and this function will print for me lower. Okay. So if you want to call this function R, how to do this? How to do calling? You will do this. It will print for you. Sorry, uh, small or capital. Yes, it was. Sorry, print was. Remember, these functions are case sensitive. If you try to put B as a capital, it give you an error. So that's why be careful with the name of the function exactly, and you have to start with the small for any function. Okay. So if I have another function, okay, my function one, okay, function. Now I want to give a variable for the function. So let's say if name, my first name, okay, and then I want to put inside. I will use paste, okay, paste function, okay. So I will put my name is, and then I will give. Okay, how to call it? As we said, my function one, and then you have to put the variable. So I will put like so see, it print for you my name is Muhammad. It take this argument, okay, and it will put it in your in the variable for function. So it will print for you my name is Muhammad, same like the way for C++ or C. Okay, or let's have another function. Okay, my function. Sorry, my function. Now I will put if name and last name. Again, open it, and here put what you want from this function. So paste if name, last name, and shift enter. And then how to call this? So my function two. Okay. For example, and Muhammad Ali. Okay. Now if I want to put in the another example. Function if name, but I will put the variable inside the argument of the function. Okay, paste And then if now let's call it. Let's see what will happen if function. Okay. Anything, because already I given in the definition of the function the value of the parameter. Okay. Maybe someone of you tell me why you are not give a definition like in C++. Remember, there was a void, integer, character. Let's try. If you give class my function 3, what will be the type of the function? It's function. Okay, let's say let me give this exactly. I just want to see the type of the output of the function. I will give this one because maybe it will accept that because I give outside the variable. But maybe because of the supposed to be accepted.
Because there was extra parentheses.
I think. Yeah. Sorry, because I put function. No, I have to put the function itself. See, and like the calling of the function. I was putting this, so that's why. So as you can see, the type of the function too is character. Okay, you have to put, like, for example, if you want to know the type of the output of the function, of course it give you Muhammad Ali, which is character. So you have to put this one, not this. Okay. Okay. So if we have this function, okay, bracket return. Okay, so return is also working in R. Okay, x multiply by y plus 4. Okay, how? Let's see. Let's try to call again. So my function. Let's pass 4 and 5. So 4 multiplied by 5 is what? 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. So it's correct. Okay. Let's do what we have done before. Class, I just want to show you if you put this one. Okay. Numeric. So it give you numeric. Why? Because already the output of this function is number. Okay. Another example. My function. First, I want to. Hello. X friend. And yeah, like I mean, I need to do two things in function. So you can do this also in R. Okay, so x multiply by y. So if we call my function 5, so see, it will print for you first hello, and then it will give you the final answer. Okay, So what if we like to deal with list or array? Okay. And then bracket 1, 2, 3. So now you are creating an array, okay, which is contain 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you print the output, it will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, none. It wouldn't. You want to. It is from 1 to 10. So like list or array. If you put num, okay, 1 to 5, okay, till 5. Okay, if you want to increase by 1, you 0.5 to do this. I want 1.5 till 5, but I want the increasing by 0.5. Try now to see it's increasing only by 0.5. Okay, if you I will share with you this link. By the way, if I share this link, you will get exactly the codes I have written, so you can practice later on. Be saved. All my code will be saved. This is the good thing about Colab. Tab list, okay, of apple and banana. So if I want to print remember in R, this will start with 1. Not like in C++ or Python or C++ or C. In array, you start with 0, right? In R, you start with 1 and 2. So how to do this? None, 1, okay. What it will give you? It will give you up. Let's try 0. Nothing. So remember, this R is starting with 1. It will give you banana. Okay. If you want to get the same like in C++ length, bracket, so it will be sorry, the spelling. That will be 2. Okay. What if you want to search about an item inside the list? Okay. So you will do modulus. Okay. So it say apple is inside, of course, the list. What if I will put cherry? And false. So this is how you search uh, in list or array. Okay, if I want to like add new thing in this list, how to do this? New num. Branch, for example, I want to add a new fruit. Okay. If you want, addition has been completely successful, so you have to it's correctly done. Okay. Um, okay. We should we stop and take a break, Amna? Hello.
I think yes, we could take a break.
Okay. So inshallah we will back like
Like 10 minutes?
Yes, 7:30.
yes.
Thank you, Engineer Tasneem.
Okay, thank you. So we will back inshallah. Thank you.
Hello, we are here.
Okay.
You may continue.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So we stopped at like if I like I said, there is a function called append, okay, where you can add a new thing in the list. Okay, so as you can see, new num will include orange because it was only apple and banana. So how to add? By using function called append. What if I want to add something but in a specific location? So again, you will use append. Okay, this is the original list which called num. I want to add a new variable, new value, which is orange, after one. So after one mean like this is one. I want to be in the second, second list. Okay, so that's why you will have orange here and then banana. So remember, you have to put this after equal to one. If you put like here after two, see, it would be orange would be repeated already because it was like 3. 4 would be like after 2. I bought orange and already these are because already I have done another new thing. But all I mean is after is to put the specific location you want it. Okay. If I have this list, okay, and I want to print specific values, how to do this in R? You have to put 2, okay, for example, 2 to 4. So 2, this is 2, 3, and 4. So it will print for you banana, orange, and dog. If you put, like, for example, from 1 to 4, you see, it will print apple, banana, orange, and dog. This is how you print values from a list. Okay. And of course, the second or the more professional way is using for loop. Okay, so x in num and then print x. Okay, so it will print for you all the list of num using the for loop. What about matrix? Okay, how to do matrix in R? So you define like this is the matrix and use a function called a matrix. Okay, and you have to put the values. Okay, C is the variable, like a list of array 1 2 3 4 5, and it contains 3 rows and in column, so 2 columns. So see how many rows I have. I have 1 2 3 rows and I have 2 columns. Let's make it like the opposite. Let's make the rows as 2. The column would be how it will be, like the shape of it. It will be 2 rows and two rows, yeah, and 3 columns. If I want to print something from the matrix, okay, so how you do this? One and so see, from the first row and the second column, so that's why it will print for you 3. What if I want to do this? Okay, 2. It will print for you 6. Why? Because the second row and the last column, the third column, which is 6, and so on. Yeah, and there is something also I want to mention. This matrix, okay. If I do this 2 and nothing in the column, what it will print for you? It will print for you the full row. I ignored the column because I just care about the second row. Okay, 2. It will print for you. It will print for you only the second column, and I ignored the rows. Okay, if you want to delete something from the matrix, how to do this? In order to delete, you have to use minus C1. Okay, and for example, for the second column. Okay, so see, it deleted the first row and the first column. That's why you will get only 4 and 6. Okay, if you delete again by using minus C, it deleted the first row, right? And it will put for you 2, 4, 6. And like this, if I want to do copy. By the way, if you want to copy, you right click, copy selection. Okay. Minus. So see, it deleted the first column and so on. Whenever you want to delete, you have to use the minus. Okay, if you want to use a nested loop, okay, for row, this matrix. Bracket, column. Remember, like this is like in matrix. Print. Just want how it will work. We will understand why I put 2 line for. Okay, and you have to close. Yeah, it's already closed. Let's try. So see, this one won't work. I think. Maybe, yeah, it's a capital, I think, the matrix. Yes, it was. It's very case sensitive. This one was small. So remember, please try to better to copy paste so you not make mistakes. So see it printing, which I have already. It's printing 246. Okay, because already I have done some removing. So the remaining will be 2 and 4 and 6. Okay. If you want to go without deleting, for example, to show you this one, make run. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so it will print for you the whole matrix. Okay, so what about there is something called data frame. Data frame. Okay, TF equal to data frame. Then bracket training. Let's like give an actual example for machine learning training. This is the first term, and we will have pulse. Okay, equal to C 50. Okay, sorry, I forget to put. And then comma. Put. Okay, and duration. 60 and 30 and okay. So this is how you can create a data frame. If you want to see what you have done here, summary, PDF. So see, the good thing about R, it give you the length, it give you the class and mode, and then it give you the calculation for minimum, for the first quantity, for median, for mean. All this calculation has been done by one function which called summary. Okay, if I let's make this like an Excel head DF. So see, it will give you like a table, training, pulse training, the rows and the column all are organized in one table. Okay, if I will make diff 1, okay. So see, it give you the first column. Okay, diff 2, the second column. What if I put diff, okay, training, assigned training. So see, it will give you the values for all trainings. Okay, if you will make this diff 1 like array, it will give you the pulse. Okay, if you want to play with, like, to change something in the data frame, okay, how to do this? C bind diff diffs. Like you want to add a new row from C. It's like C bind, like you want to add a new column, not row, new column. Okay, 6,000. I will show you now. Let's see now the new diff output. See, you'll find the new column. Okay, if I want row, how to do this? Instead of C, put R, and let's make this is would be like so. Let's see now. So see, a new rows has been added. If you want to delete, as I said, okay, minus new def. I want to delete last row. How to do this? Minus 1. New def. To see, they deleted the sorry, the column, okay? And if you want to delete, so as I said, the deleting same like in matrix, okay? So now for just for plotting, or due to time, I will move to for reading the data, okay, because actually we are running of time, but for like the full codes, I will share with you links that has some syntax in R which will help you to do data modeling, okay. So we explained a lot. The only remaining part is the like plotting, and the plotting, by the way, it has similarity like in MATLAB. If you know about MATLAB, like how to do pie chart or bar chart, and also to use legend, you know, this legend, like to put a box that has the description for the graph. But I will go through this also when I explain about how to do a modeling. So suppose now I have this folder. So see this folder, okay, it contains something called California House underscore test, and the second one, California housing train. So this is the train data and this is the test. There is two main website, okay, which is the main databases for data sets that they use for machine learning, which is Kaggle, okay. Kaggle, okay. Kaggle is one of the famous database for datasets. Okay, you will get free datasets from Kaggle. If you go to datasets, for example, if I want to search about credit card, like if I'm working in a bank, okay, and I want to manipulate or practice some model in credit cards. So you'll search about credit cards, okay, and then you will go to datasets. And then you can choose. So for example, let's choose something. I think we have to write it like that, so it will. I want bank, credit card. Something more realistic. Yeah, this one, bank customer. Okay. So then you go to data. So see here, you will find all the data for this data set. So you can download this Sharon model CSV, download, and then you can upload. But I have already data, so we can try with this. So remember, for machine learning, we have two things, okay, which is training and testing. So first of all, we have to read the data. So how to read the data in R? So data read dot, and you put the location for this one. How to do this? Copy path. Okay. So now you have read the data. Okay. If you try to do this, class data, just to let you understand, So it's data frame. This like this kind of data, it's data frame. Okay, if you try to plot now, sorry, before plotting, I want to do to you to show the data, the column and the row. How to do this? Hit function data. Sorry, it's small. Remember, all functions should be starting with a small. So see, we have longitude, latitude, housing median. So this is the data. If you use this one, you will find also multiple of rows and columns. Okay. If I want now to make the summary, okay, summary. Remember our main task to do modeling. So this is our main purpose for this task. And now you will understand the main purpose of using R. Okay, plot data also. All these are just to prepare the data so you can understand. So plot the data. It will take time. This function will take time. Okay, till it's running, I just want to choose, like I want to use this one housing. No, this one median housing value. Okay, and the median income. I want to show you the plotting for these two columns. So how to do this till this will finish. By the way, if you find this like it's loading, it's okay. You can do other tasks, but remember, see, this is. You'll find the correlation between each column, okay, and you'll find some of them are linear. See this one, linear, and some of them like the type of classification. Okay, so plot data. How to do this? Data $sign median. No need to write all of this. You will find all the values. So I want median house value, which is the first one. Okay, against data, again $sign. I want median income. This is the one. So let's try to plot now. So see, you have the y-axis income and the x-axis is median house value. And the relationship is again linear. Okay, the task here, we have a linear regression. We will focus on this one. The task is to make a linear regression for California housing train data. Okay, and then the second thing, once you do the model, you have to test it on the test data, which is the from the name California. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Okay, train. So how to do this model? This is our main purpose. There is function called linear model. This LM, you'll find it's LM. From the name, it's linear model. Okay, I want to get the median house. Focus on this, please, because this is important. You have to do this symbol. You know this symbol, like تقريبي or rounding. Okay. Against, I can choose against. Let's suppose housing median age. Of the spelling, I can make the life easier. Just copy paste. Okay, this one. And I will explain also, I will draw for you why I'm doing this. Okay. Plus mean like I have to, the value against multiple values. So it's again. Total, see, the annoying thing here, it will not come to you. That's why you have to copy paste instead of making mistake of the spelling. So total rooms And by the way, I'm not doing this like randomly. You have to understand which data is like applicable with the other. So it's not like randomly I'm choosing in any column. No, you have to study the data and you have to read, oh, this is increasing, this is decreasing. So you have to understand the data and prepare it before doing this prediction, like linear model, sorry. Okay, median. The last thing I will take, which is median income, which is this one. Okay. And then remember, the function has not finished. Data is equal to data. The data is first, the data I read it already. The data is equal to data. Okay, no errors, yes. So why I'm doing this, I just want to show you something. See, what I have done here, as I said in linear regression, I have y and x axis. As I used median house value will be this, will be the x-axis. Median, like house value, I will just put to save time. And here you'll have the three terms I use, which is this one, which is the age, total rooms, and median income. So you'll have here the age and rooms and the incomes. So this is our model will be, it will be, of course, you will get points here and points here, like I said in the picture. What I have done, I will do a linear regression model by using this function. So now I will just show you model. See, it will give you the summary for my new model. Okay, and yeah, now I have done the training. Okay, what about the test? So the test, again, you will read name the function used, CSV. Let's copy the path. How to copy path? Just right click and click copy, paste. Now I read the test data. Yeah, please focus on this. How to do the prediction, which is the main purpose. There is again a function called predict. Okay, predict. Yeah, here the inputs for this function, the model I have done, and the test. Okay, see the new test. Okay, the training test, and I make the prediction based on the test data. Sometimes, by the way, guys, you will not have a test data. So what you have to do, you have to put you have to put your new model based on the training data. So sometimes you will not get test data, only train data. Okay, so so now you have done the prediction. Now for plotting, I just want to show you now our final output. So predict, let's say 0 to 100. This is like I'm sure like in MATLAB. If you are good in MATLAB, also you have skills. Okay, L mean like linear. Okay, like I mean line. Okay, color, let's give it as a gray. Okay, LWD mean like the width of the line. Okay, let's now make see, this is my prediction data. The final step you will understand more. This one, copy paste, copy. I want to print the original data, so you'll understand what happened. Is my prediction is close to original data? Now you will see median. Okay, and how is the value, which is I took it as at the main term. Okay, 100. Let's give the color is different, so you'll understand. Color will be red. Width will be same. LWD, okay. And let's make legend. The legend, okay. I will put it in a top left. Okay, and I will make predict and original. I have two waves or signal, let's say original. Okay, and length the color, like because I have two lines, so you have to make C. Sorry, color will be gray. Gray is the predict, and red is the original. Now you will see. Okay. I hope no. Yeah, there is error. 1 second. I think it's the. Otherwise, it give you the correct. But I think this is related to legend. Let me legend. Spelling is correct. I think it will be something. Anyway, but it's like let's see the signal. It's some the error is related to the legend. Legend is the box that it should be showing here. I think it's something related to maybe spelling mistake or something. But let's focus on our signal. Can you see this gray signal? This is the gray signal is the predicted one which I have done through the model. See this function, the model function. This is how I predict the data. Let's see the original data. See, the original data is the red one. So as you can see, they are pretty close, right? So it means like you can you can confirm that your work is perfectly done. There is another also, of course, model which is called logistic regression, which is another type. Okay, but we focused on the easiest model, which is the linear model. So that's it, guys.
Thank you, Engineer Tasneem, for your time and the workshop.
Thank you so much. And if you have any question, it's time for question, or I think it's like if there's time, I can accept the questions.
Thank you so much for your hard work and your efforts for providing such an informative session on R. It was a very interesting session. Thank you so much, Engineer Tasneem. If there is anyone who would like to ask any question, You can do now. You can do so now before we finalize our session.
I have a question, if you don't mind, Engineer Tasneem. Do you recommend a project to start learning R؟ يعني مثلا لو مشروع صغير إن الواحد يسوي عشان يتدرب مرة واحدة. What do you recommend?
Yes, of course, Ali. You can start by practicing. As I said, our programming is used for statistical or analysis the data. So the good thing, everything is available in the internet. So you have two websites, which is Kaggle, and I forget to mention. Do you know, like Google Scholar? Instead of using Google Scholar for research papers, you can write datasets. Datasets is a platform like Google Scholar, which you can access again a free dataset. And then once you download any available or free dataset, okay, make sure to understand the data. For example, is it related to robotics? Is it related to banking sector? Is it related to healthcare services? And then you will upload in your Colab, okay, the free platform also. And this is a very good platform which is already connected to your Gmail. So know any software to download, and then you will start to do modeling. So you can start by linear regression, which is the one I explained today. And there is another one called logistic regression also, and both of them are supervised, okay. For unsupervised, of course, there are multiple models, and that's it. Once you are practicing and training, of course, you can do your own project. So if you are because I know all of you are students now, so if there is a project, okay, related to data or something, you can do this. You can using R for your project. It depends on the application, of course. Maybe the application, the Python will be easier or more applicable for your application. So it depends.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Tasneem, for providing this information and two helpful website. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Engineer Tasneem, for your excellent presentation. It was so helpful for all of us.
Welcome. Thank you so much. And inshallah, I will share with you the links because already the only missing part is the plotting, like the legend and the error I have found. I am sure you will find why it doesn't work in the handout I prepared, and that's it.
Thank you once again. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for attending this. Thank you so much for attending this.
Yes, thank you again, everyone. And please fill out the feedback form that is sent in the group.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. See you in the next activities, inshallah.
Thank you. Bye bye.